I should actually play like Mario Odyssey because I'm sure that would be easy.
You could play what's the most recent one that came out?
I have it. Wonder?
Wonder, yeah. Apparently Wonder's pretty fun.
Well, I already have Odyssey sitting over here on my shelf.
I already have a
perfectly
good video game sitting on my table that I have not finished yet, Alonso.
Yeah, no, that's the issue. My catalog is getting, or backlog is getting larger and larger. I'm still trying to finish Mega Man Legends 2. I started playing Fire Emblem Fates. Again, the 3DS one that came out during when we were in college. I've been figuring out 3DS emulation. That me off.
This is Blaze the cat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she came out in Sonic Rush.
Is she 420 blazing it?
Yes.
All the time.
Also,
why is she going so fast?
She and
because
Big
she's supposed to be
are
the Sonic
both
alternative.
She and Big are both purple.
Well, you know that if it's 420 blaze, you don't go fast, you slow down.
Depending on the person, if you're having an anxiety attack, usually you're going a little faster.
Yeah, not good.
Better to 420 blaze it than to 420 planar.
What the hell is that? What?
It's
planar?
It's a video joke. 420 planar is a color space. It's YUV 420 planar.
Mikey, I'm happy for you that you got that joke out, and that means so much to you, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, good job, Mikey. We're proud of you.
It definitely goes over my head, but you know what?
Will you quit missing that silver coin?
Well, the problem is that they're like destructible parts of that bridge, but they don't look destructible until you land on them.
The problem is that you're supposed to get good, Michael. And the mouse is still on the screen. Don't even pretend like I didn't notice.
You know what that
Michael,
means, right?
Throw up that old picture of me as a mouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the Ethan Rat up.
Oh god, it's horrible.
Remember when I made those realistic cartoon heads, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna use this for our channel marketing now. And you're like, oh, Michael, you probably shouldn't do that.
Michael.
Yeah.
You're like,
you just it looks because they were lacking they were lacking any detail, but the detail that was there was exaggerated. So like,
no, it falls in that uncanny valley where like where like I traced over a photograph, right? But it's like it's not detailed enough, so it falls in this weird dead zone where it just looks creepy.
Well, yeah, but that like you trace the lines of our face, but the lines are way too thick.
Yeah, that too.
So like Alonzo's face has like lines under his eyes, but they're just like these huge black lines, and that's the only detail on his face.
My soul.
And your bottom lip is way too big on yours. I love your description of that, Michael. Like, we're going to use this for the marketing for our channel now, and you guys are like, Michael.
All right, watch this. Silver's about to get
edit in your cartoon face on top of Amy's.
She's touching his crotch and his ass.
Michael, there are children watching this show.
I'm sorry.
That is expected of Michael.
Huh?
But
hey,
you know.
Where'd he go?
Michael, have you been a furry this whole time?
He must have run off.
I'm not, but every once in a while,
it's okay.
the character comes along.
Every once in a while, Silver tickles my pickle.
I'm sure I can still find him.
I can't defend this take in any way, but for some reason, Spark the Electric Jester is
wait
like.
a second.
What's your name?
I'm not even gonna finish that.
Silver.
That's a nice name. I'm Amy Rose. It's nice to meet you.
I can't.
You would want to bone him with your foot-long wiener.
I know he's cute.
This brings. This
you don't have to defend that. If you think it's cute, it's okay. I think female version of Ranma is super cute. Even though IRL, even though IRL I am not attracted to men. Do you know about the premise of Ranma 1/2, don't you, Mikey?
No.
Okay, so the main character's name is Ranma. Him and his dad were training in China in a lot of cursed springs. They each fell in a spring and have been inflicted with a curse. So every time Ranma, the 16-year-old male protagonist, is splashed with cold water, he turns into a female.
Oh.
Yeah.
And every time his dad gets splashed with cold water, he turns into a panda bear. So they come up. So every episode. So keep in mind the series is like 181 episodes, and
of just
Ranma
that premise.
Well, they add other characters and everything. I'm like 35 episodes in, and it's already starting to overstay its welcome sometimes. They seem to find a lot of creative ways for him to get splashed with cold water constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how people just happen to trip into each other's private parts in anime.
You remember that part in season 3 of A Certain Magical Index where Toma's walking on the street with that lady from the Amaxa church with the big boobs? And then, like, I want to say the Pope of that church throws a ball at his head and he lands face first in her breasts, in her cleavage. And then Misaka's walking along and she's like, "How long were you going to keep your face buried in there, you disgusting pig?"
See, that's why I like Railgun a lot more.
I think the best one of those that I've ever seen is the one in Neon Genesis Evangelion. What, Michael? You still haven't watched it, have you?
No. Because
Alonzo, have you?
Yeah.
Remember when he trips and falls on Ray, and then they just sit there for a really long, uncomfortable time? It's really long and uncomfortable because that's what NGE does all the time. Is it really holds on some things and makes you think about what the hell is going on before it like kind of brings you back in.
Was also budget saving measures because they
exactly.
They were running out of money each episode.
With that particular one, he just sits there and stares at Ray for like 15 seconds before she's finally like, "Will you get off?" Just calmly, "Will you get off?
Please, thanks."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
I think of all of them, that one's the best one. Because it's not really made to be horny, but it's like, oh my god.
I'm looking for Lord Regis.
Why are we in Soliana again?
I'm looking for
because
Lord
Silver's
Regis.
Looking for Sonic.
I need his permission to go to the desert, which is where Sonic is.
You need his permission?
Yeah.
It's because he's here looking for One Piece.
Yeah.
The One Piece is real.
It's not,
speaking of which,
it's not in Soliana again.
The episode of Star Trek Enterprise I just watched while I was waiting for you guys. They just
stop talking about Star Trek.
They go to a region.
No one cares. I haven't watched it in a while, so when he's talking about the series that I don't know about, I'm just like lost.
All I was gonna say is they're heading into a region of space that's basically the Grand Line.
Oh god. Are you able to land on that boat?
Okay, he's in the forest. I need to go to the forest.
Oh yeah, Mikey, have you been keeping up with Black Clover in his most recent chapters?
I don't read manga.
Oh, okay then. Well, it's actually pretty good.
I stopped wherever.
Yeah,
I stopped right when Liba first showed up. That's as far as the dub had gotten by that point.
Yeah. When I got to that, I started reading. Shonen Jump dropped Black Clover, and it's now a part of a new magazine. So there's a transition there. So that's.
Why would Shonen Jump drop Black Clover? Isn't it?
I don't
popular?
know. Shonen Jump's doing this weird thing because they're starting to get into a bind because JJK's gonna end. One Piece is literally getting into its final arcs coming up. Chainsaw Man is looking like it.
There he
Chainsaw
is.
Man is Viz. Is part of Shonen Jump as well? No, I don't think Chainsaw Man is. Well, basically, they're starting to lose a lot of long-standing weekly manga. So they're trying to like find new stuff that's going to be the new next big hit.
So they can yeah.
Just
like how when HBO, everybody was afraid they were going to lose everything once Game of Thrones ended.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what they're doing. Basically, it's like they're on like now Jump
They've
Max
still got
or something.
John Oliver though. They've still got John Oliver though. He's still fucking funny. It's so funny. I love
Didn't
John
they make
Oliver.
a new Game of Thrones show, The House of the Dragon or something like that?
Yeah, it's the prequel.
I don't know. I never watched Game of Thrones.
Well, I haven't
It's a
either. All I
prequel
know
series
is that
about-
they fucked up the ending.
I tend to not really watch much content with actual real cameras and people, except for movies. And even then, I don't watch that many movies. Like I said, I have weird rules. Remember, I'm weird autistic Asperger's dude.
Well, so am I, probably.
But I like Seinfeld.
Can I say, it's actually really a giant pain in the ass to get diagnosed with autism if you're an adult.
Yeah, well, that's American healthcare in general. They don't want to diagnose you with
Well,
nothing
you have
unless
a
they
sore-
can profit off of it.
You have a sore throat? Well, wait 39 days for an office visit. Or just go to the emergency room and spend $3,000 to tell us, yep, you have a sore throat. Go home and drink water.
Like, all of the
Sorry.
psychologists in the area are so busy and so booked out, and nobody... For some reason, nobody has a fucking website in this goddamn state. None of these healthcare professionals. So, like, pretty much the only way I could get treatment quickly is if I... and... then they'd have to treat me.
Fuzzball. Damn. I mean, it's shocking, but that's literally the path that a lot of people have to go in order to get treated.
Audience, I laughed because Alonzo hit the fuzzball button. I wasn't laughing at...
No, I'm pretty sure Mikey's gonna cut that part out. Unless he wants to keep...
Don't
Did
you
you-
know, Ethan? It's funny.
Well, this coming from the man who in the last session we recorded said that if he ever saw another TikTok video, he'd...
Yeah.
TikTok.
The term now is... I guess.
Yeah,
That's the way
Did
to
you
be,
see
that's,
how-
that's the way to be funny about it.
Did you
The
see
TikTok-
how I censored that?
No, I didn't. I've only watched, I actually did watch some of our parts, but,
Well, it's funny because, every time I edit, you're like, did you upload the new parts? Did you upload the new parts? I want to watch them right now. And then you watch, one of them, and then you're done.
well, not this one, but, the ones with you and me. Never mind. The ones with you and me in,
The spring break playthroughs.
not the spring... Well, the spring break playthroughs were really good. I liked all those. But the ones when I went to visit Michael
that's
in
what I
the
meant.
state of Seattle.
It was spring break for me
the
at
state
the
of
time.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
The sovereign
The state of
principality of Seattle.
The sovereign principality. The Seattle territory.
Yeah, the north of the Oregon territory, as you Midwesterners.
Oregon.
Yeah,
Oregon Trail.
as you Midwesterners
So
call
did
it.
the
Girlish intuition.
Yeah, because because
What
most
am
of us
I
here have never
doing?
been there, so they all read it how it's spelled, which
Sorry.
phonetically looks like it's
As soon as I
Oregon.
find Sonic, I'll help
Just
you
like
find who you're
Spokane
looking
versus
for,
Spokane.
Star.
Well, Spokane,
like
I
any-
understand more.
Just like anybody.
I remember.
I mean, nobody.
This looks
There's
so
no other word that
beautiful.
has GON that sounds
What?
like gun.
You mean this
It looks
desert?
like gone.
Everything is so great here, isn't it?
It's just weird for me
The
as
sky
a
is
resident
gorgeous
of the
and everyone's
Pacific
happy.
Northwest to go to the Minnesota and hear people say Oregon.
Let's go.
I'm like, and then I have to be
Oregon
the,
Trail.
and then I have to be the one that goes. Actually, it's pronounced Oregon. I'm from Washington, so I can tell you that.
Michael, if you love Oregon so much, why don't you marry it?
I can tell you what Oregon I like the most.
What? You cut out for a sec. Oh, you cut out for a sec. What'd you say?
That was so perfect, actually. No, you're what? In the time of it?
Oh God, it's this
Literal-
fucking level. Oh,
What you know what I heard? I heard Ethan. You know what part of Oregon the most?
He said, it was what Oregon or Oregon do I like the most? It was like a dick joke.
yes.
Oh, he likes the wiener.
when I was trying to help Ethan with his internet, he's just like, Yeah, if you really tax your bandwidth, you might get slowdown or devices disconnecting. It's like, so if I have 48 computers streaming my favorite pornomas at the same time, then I might get slowdown. And I'm like, yeah. And then it will go to 144p, and I won't be able to tell a boob from an elbow. And then I'm like,
Yes.
and then I'm like, the stuff I watch usually doesn't have boobs in it. And then Ethan lost his shit. And
I didn't laugh. No, I didn't. I did not. Because you make wiener jokes all the time.
well, I think the funniest
Hey, this
part is that
fucking
Nicole was listening in on that conversation the whole time.
Well, she knows you like wiener too. That's not a secret.
No, I mean, like, just the fact that you made jokes about porn while your wife was in the room with her.
Oh, everybody watches porn, and you know that.
Doesn't mean...
She knows that too.
So this level has an
Prawn.
annoying gimmick where these fucking balls, you have to hit them into the pit. But there's a
With so
finite...
many hits.
Yeah, you have a finite number of pimp slaps you can do on the balls before they explode. Alright.
First try. When I watched the Game Grumps playthrough, it took them forever to get through that.
Throw your hand at me.
Well,
or
wait.
not.
Aaron sucks at games.
Doesn't Amy Rose help you in this level? Well,
Yeah, she's...
this was back when John was there, so they would actually pass off 50% of the time.
God. Well, John's no better.
Oh no, they were both terrible. I don't watch any JonTron anymore.
Yeah, no. After some of his most recent statements and videos and stuff, I steered clear from that.
Yeah.
Recent? You mean like 8 years ago at this point?
No, there
There's
was some
more like
more recent
5
stuff during
years.
pandemic.
There was more?
Yeah, no, he went even deeper.
Go back. Why would he do that? He was already in trouble.
Oh no, because he doesn't feel like he was in trouble. He felt like he was in the right.
Oh, he felt like
And
he was
also,
He's not-
when you do that,
yeah.
you tend to attract right-wing audiences, and then they kind of
Yeah, that's
become
what's
your whole
keeping them
subscriber base, so you kind of lean more into your politics.
Mm.
And then you become the irate gamer.
Yeah. Or he made a...
It's like, no, now we're against anti-SJ. We're anti-SJW now.
how
As
do I
surprising
turn
it is, I'm
visible?
surprised Boogie hasn't
Just play video
captured
games.
that audience.
But he's too busy releasing his sex tape.
That I watched that
I feel-
that
Oh
documentary.
my
It's
god,
pretty sad.
I thought you were gonna say you watched the sex tape.
No.
No, the documentary. It was kind of rough. I sent it to you guys. It's rough because he doesn't. What is a narcissistic
Personality
the term.
disorder.
Yeah. It's like he craves the
Did you hear
attention.
him?
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, she like jumps straight up and nothing else.
Fuck! Well, that
Yeah.
was very productive of me. I got a life and immediately lost it.
I feel it.
So there was no loss.
Here.
Mikey,
Loss of time. We're wasting our precious existence.
But we get to
Mikey.
talk about the documentary.
can we get a
You
gratuitous
should get some
shot of her
rings first.
panties?
Sonic was here.
It looks like she has gas, and she just blew a hole through her panties with a huge fart.
You
She
know,
blew a hole through her pantsuit.
for some reason, Alonzo, every time the subject of Amy's visible panties comes up, I think of the running gag and a certain magical index and certain scientific railgun where Misaka wears shorts under her skirt.
Yeah. That's the best way to keep the best character away from that trope.
Yeah.
Because she is truly the best character, and her show is better than Index.
Amy
you know,
looks like
I disputed
her
you at the time when you
controls are-
said that last time, but when I rewatched
Oh no!
it,
Yeah,
I was
I was
like,
still like, I hadn't done a rewatch, and I was watching like, no, Railgun is so much better.
no, I was the one who disagreed with you on that point. And then I
Oh, you
also
did.
and then I also rewatched it and I was like, both series, and I'm like, no, wait, this is actually way better.
Yeah, no, it's so much more focused in Railgun because you're not doing it. And it does have its silly stuff.
Which one's gooder, Index or Railgun? Because I've never
Railgun.
watched either of them.
Railgun.
And the reason is Index, like, it has shorter arcs at least, but after a while, it like in season 3 especially, it started going up its own ass. Apparently that was an adaptation problem, where they shoved too much stuff into one season and didn't give it enough time to breathe, so it was more confusing. But even before that, in like season 2, it just seemed like, oh, now we're doing this now. And also, there's a lot of Toma walks into the shower and there's a naked girl in there, and he's like, oh no, I didn't mean to walk on you while you were naked, miss. And
just my luck.
And then Misako will show up and slap the shit out of him for looking at naked women.
Yeah.
And then that's supposed to be funny, apparently, but
hey, she got her spin-off, and she is just a better show. That's why she gets more promotions and spin-offs and stuff like that.
Yep. And we got
That's why Index is the more Railgun is the more popular show now.
Yep.